Good morning, children. Welcome to class 11th biology once again. I hope you all are safe and stay home. Children, today we are going to start next chapter number 3, Plant Kingdom. In a previous videos, we were discussing the 5 kingdom system classification that was given by R.H. Whitaker in 1969. First 3 system we have discussed in the previous chapter. Now fourth, that is plant kingdom, we will discuss in this chapter. Okay, so start. Plant that are eukaryotic. Eukaryotic means they have a well defined nucleus and membrane bound cell organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, Golgi bodies. Okay, plants are multicellular. They are made up of many cells. So these are the multicellular. Plants have chlorophyll. Due to presence of chlorophyll, they can prepare their own food and food for all the living organism. Okay, plants have cell wall and the cell wall is made up of cellulose. All the plants are grouped under the kingdom Plantae. Okay, it is popularly known as the plant kingdom. Okay, children, clear about this? I repeat once again, plants are eukaryotic, multicellular, chlorophyll containing. They have cell wall that is made up of cellulose, and all the plants are grouped under the kingdom Plantae. Okay, now before start the classes, the parts of this chapter, we'll see the different system of classification. You can see on your screen, these are different system of classification. See first, artificial classification. Aristotle, he is the father of biology and zoology, has given the artificial classification in which they classified all the living organism into two group, plant and animal, based on the observable characters. Okay, see, it is oldest classification and it is based on few vegetative and sexual characters. Okay, next, that is natural classification system. Natural system is based on internal and external features of the organism. Means, based on the internal and external features, the organisms are classified into different categories. This is natural classification system, and this is R.H. Whitaker system. Okay, R.H. Whitaker has given the 5 kingdom system that is known as the natural classification system. Okay, third, phylogenetic classification system. Phylogenetic is based on evolution relationship. Okay, based on the evolutionary relationship, based on the changes in the organisms. Next, number 4, numerical taxonomy. Numerical taxonomy, that is using computer number and codes that are assigned to all the characters and data are processed. Okay, means based on the computer numbers and codes, the organisms are assigned to different groups. Okay, This is numerical taxonomy. Next, that is cytotaxonomy. Cytotaxonomy is based on the cytological information like chromosome number, structure and behavior. Last, that is chemotaxonomy. Chemotaxonomy is based on the chemical that is present in the plants. Okay, so due to the presence of chemical, the plants are classified. This is chemotaxonomy. Okay, clear about this? Now see, plant kingdom, they have the two group. Number one, that is cryptogamy. Number two, that is phanerogamy. Cryptogamy, that is those plants that are seedless, that cannot produce the seeds, they are cryptogamy. Okay, and the sexual organ that are hidden in cryptogamy, they are less active and they are hidden in cryptogamy. Okay, example of cryptogamy is algae, fungi, lichens. Okay, bryophyta, pteridophyta. These are some examples of cryptogamy. Next, that is phanerogamy. In this, the organism produce more number of seeds and the sexual organ are visible and more active. Okay, example gymnosperm and angiosperm. Okay, so children, first of all we will discuss about algae, that is a part of Thallophyta in cryptogamy. In algae you can see that algae are the simple organism. They have a thallus, that's why they are thalloid. They are autotrophic aquatic organism. Autotrophic, that is they can prepare their own food and they are found in freshwater habitat, so that's why they are aquatic organism. Okay, see the habitats of the algae. Basically algae are grow in soil, moist soil and wood. On wood they can grow. Algae that are also have a symbiotic relationship with fungi. Okay, and this symbiotic association is known as lichen, in which both organisms provide benefit to each other. The size range of algae from unicellular to filamentous and messy bodies. Okay, example written there, unicellular, that is very small, example volvox. Filamentous, if they have filament, example that is Spirogyra. Messy bodies that are found in kelp. Okay, now see about reproduction. The three modes of reproduction that are found in algae. Number one, vegetative reproduction. Number two, asexual reproduction. Number three, sexual reproduction. Okay, vegetative reproduction takes place by fragmentation. Asexual reproduction takes place by zoospores, and sexual reproduction involve formation of gametes. Okay, isogametes, anisogametes and oogametes. Okay, isogametes, that is if the male and female are morphologically similar, so it is isogamete. Okay, anisogamous. Anisogamous, that is, if the male and female gametes are morphologically different, so it is anisogamous. Okay. Third, that is oogamous, in which the gametes, in which the male is smaller than female, and male that have a flagella on their body. Okay, like that they have flagella. Okay, so reproduction by three methods. Number one, vegetative propagation. Number two, asexual mode of reproduction. Number three, sexual mode of reproduction. Now, economic importance of algae. Algae that are also used in various purposes. Okay, see first, number one, Porphyra, Laminaria, Sargassum. These algae are used as food. Okay, the peoples cook these algae and they take as food. Number two, brown algae and red algae, they are used as hydrocolloids. Okay, hydrocolloids means they have water, they contain water. Okay, so what is the use of water? If they hold water, so they can also used in transport of many plants, the small plants. Okay, to transport from one place to another place, the algae use. Okay, number three, Gelidium, Granularia are used to grow microbes, make ice cream and make jellies. Okay, number four, that is Chlorella, Spirulina. These are a very famous algae and that are used by astronaut and sports person and the other person, because they have rich in protein and they are very good source of food supplement. Okay, so Chlorella, Spirulina are rich in proteins and are used as food supplements. Okay, now algae, they have the three classes. You can see here, algae have three classes. Number one, Chlorophyceae. Number two, Phaeophyceae. Number three, Rhodophyceae. Okay, Chlorophyceae is known as green algae. Phaeophyceae is known as brown algae and Rhodophyceae is known as red algae. Okay, clear? Now children, see the pigments that are present in Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. In Chlorophyceae, chlorophyll A and B are present. In Phaeophyceae, A and C are present, and in Rhodophyceae, A and D are present. Okay, so you can easily observe that A is common in all three classes, and now B, C, D, the second pigment, that is B, C, D. B in Chlorophyceae, C in Phaeophyceae and D in Rhodophyceae. Okay, now food storage. The member of Chlorophyceae, they can store food in the form of starch. Okay, the member of Phaeophyceae, they can store the food in the form of mannitol and laminin. Okay, The member of Rhodophyceae, they can store the food in the form of floridin starch. Okay. Next, that is cell wall. Cell wall basically made up of cellulose in all three classes. Okay. Number of flagella. Number of flagella, that is 2 to 8 equal apical flagella are present in Chlorophyceae. Okay. In Phaeophyceae, the 2 unequal flagella are found there. And last, that is in Rhodophyceae, the member, they do not have the flagella. They are non-motile. Okay. Habitat, you can see that basically they are aquatic, so they are found in fresh water and brackish water. Brackish, that is the water, they have more salt as compared to the fresh water. Okay. Clear? Brackish water. So the habitat: fresh water, brackish water and salt water in all three classes. So this is about algae that we have discussed. I hope you have learned. Children, actually the chapter is fully theory. You have to learn. Okay. I can explain each and every term, topic in front of you, but you have to learn. It is fully theory.